My name is Anna Serin. I'm Director of Listings Development with the Canadian Securities Exchange. This is my colleague, Hamish Khamisa. He is President of Sparx Publishing. And Sparx Publishing and the CSC decided to come together and put this amazing summit together. We're very excited about it. It's our first year. We plan on doing this every year, mainly because who wouldn't want to come to Kelowna at the end of June? So we'll definitely be doing this again next year, and hopefully it'll continue to grow. We've been coming to Kelowna for a few years now. You have an incredible community, your tech community, you have some mining, you have some cannabis, and you also have lots of wonderful investors in your community. So it's a great place to come and showcase our issuers, as well as meet some of your private companies and get everyone together in a room. So again, thank you so much for everyone that made their way out here. I'm going to let Hamish discuss a few things.
Sure. Thanks, Anna, and welcome everybody. Thank you again for joining us today. Before we get started, formally we want to just do a land acknowledgement. We'd like to acknowledge that our presence here today is on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded land of the Syilx and Okanagan peoples, who have resided here since time immemorial. We recognize, honor, and respect the Syilx Okanagan lands upon which we live, work, and play. And Anna, I don't know if you want to do thanks for our sponsors, or we can do some of the housekeeping.
Absolutely. There's some housekeeping items. First of all, an event like this does not come together without a lot of people involved. So I'm not sure where she is, but the master of this event is Melissa Robertson. So thank you, Melissa, for everything that you've done. On the CSC team, we have Anil Mall here from our Vancouver office. Richard Carleton, our wonderful, fearless leader and CEO, flew an Air Rouge to come here, so thank you for that, Richard. Yeah, he golfed yesterday. He's fine, don't worry. So that's our team here from the CSC, and then of course Hamish has his team here from Sparx. We have some amazing sponsors and community partners that I want to make sure that I thank that help make this all happen. Thank you to MNP, Denton's, IR Labs, Odyssey Trust, Social Suite, BTV, Accelerate Okanagan, Central Okanagan Economic and Development Commission. As most of you know, because you registered for this event, this is a by-donation event, and all of the donations are going to the Central Okanagan Food Bank. There'll be still some walk-ins today, but at this point we've raised over $6,000 for the food bank. So thank you to all of you that helped us do this. It's a real pay-it-forward event, which is just so exciting for all of us. We also offered up to our issuers to come. They made their donations. Some of them were very generous, but it was an opportunity from the sponsors to come and be a part of this without, the hefty costs that most conferences are. So thank you to everyone that was involved. Really appreciate it. Please make sure that you turn your phones off or on to vibrate. Washrooms are around the corner. We're going to keep this open for the day. If it gets really noisy, we can close it, but we just wanted the opportunity for people to be able to watch from the atrium. So if it gets noisy, we can switch that up. And I think that's it for housekeeping. There will be a reception later, so if you leave this morning and need to go back to your offices and pretend to work for the afternoon, please come back at 5 o'clock for a glass of wine. I think that's it. I think we're going to let Richard Carleton, our CEO, come up and say a few things, and then we'll get the day started. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Anna, Hamish. It is really a pleasure to be here, notwithstanding, of course, yesterday's trip on Air Canada Rouge. But it was on time, all good. And as Anna says, truly the end of June is a wonderful time to visit the Okanagan. And we are truly grateful and delighted to have the support of so many generous sponsors and issuers and members of the investment community who are here today with us. Why are we doing this? There is a generational opportunity for Canadian investors to build real wealth. And in doing so, to support so many ways in which our lives can be made better, we can be healthier, we can repair the damage that's been done to the environment, we can advance so many positive causes in society as a whole through the capital formation process that the CSE is a part of in the Canadian economy. Now, why do I say that? Well, think about the electrification of the economy investment thesis that we're at right now. The Canadian Securities Exchange is listing the vast majority of new mining exploration companies that are coming into the Canadian markets. This year, in the first quarter, we listed all of them. In fact, we pitched a shutout against the Venture Exchange. Not that we're, talking about the enemy or anything like that. But the point of the story is that these companies come from the nickel, copper, cobalt, zinc, lithium, graphite, rare earths industry, instead of the traditional precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, and so on that we're so used to in Canada. We're giving billions of dollars to companies to build battery plants, largely, of course, in Ontario, I'm sorry to say. And yet there's no supply chain for these plants yet. So what are we going to do? Click our heels together, shut our eyes, and wish really hard that the necessary minerals are going to reach these factories in time to keep them operating, or at least get them up off of the ground and contributing to a dramatic reduction in pollution from internal combustion engines? We've got to get on this, and we have to get on it now. And we're doing our part, in part, to help these companies get the growth capital that they need to finish the exploration, to identify the producing mines and so on. But we're going to have the investment community, the investors, understand that by by funding these companies through the public capital markets, they also have an opportunity to pick the management teams which demonstrate that they have an interest in reducing the harm, that they have a remediation plan, that they have a plan to, in most parts of Canada, work with the local Indigenous communities to make sure that they enjoy the benefits of the wealth that's going to be created by these projects. Those are the management teams who deserve to have the lowest cost of capital. They're the management teams who deserve to get funded. And so by using the processes that we are the most obvious part of, we can ensure that Canada has a leadership role in the provision of these strategic critical minerals, whatever you want to call them, to industry, not just in Canada, the United States, but around the world. And in doing so, create wealth that we can use to reconcile with our Indigenous peoples, to fund better healthcare, better education, and to look after the tag end of the baby boom generation as we decline into our later years. These are things that we have to confront, we have to deal with, and we have to deal with them now. So that's why we're bringing together the group today to talk about what does it mean to have responsible investments, and who are the issuers that are looking to pursue these business opportunities, not just in the mining space, and across a whole range of industry sectors to improve the lot of humanity. So we're grateful that you took some of your time, your scarce time, to join with us today. And again, in particular, a welcome to our issuers and our sponsors, again, for supporting this event. Thank you very much.